Guys, so welcome to another quick inform video. So today we're doing the review of the new Moto G6 Play. This is on Boost Mobile's network, so this is a Boost Mobile variant. As you can see, here it is in all its glory. So it does come with a clear case outside of the box, so you don't have to buy this out and buy this case like most phones. That's what I really like about this, is it came with a clear case. So let's go ahead and take a look. As you can see, here's the box of it. I did do an unboxing. You can check that out in the description below. Here's the box where it physically comes in. So this goes in there, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I like the box and all that stuff. So for review purposes, I'm gonna remove the case just because it looks a lot more aesthetically appealing without it, or just overall beautiful. As you can see, the true colors are coming out now. Look at that, guys. As you can see, there's that nice blue. So that's why with the case, even though it's a clear case, I think it just dumbs down the color of this phone. It's so beautiful. Let me see if I can get it autofocus, and there we go. Nice Motorola logo in the back. So let's get to it, guys, and start the review. So first, I'm gonna run down some specs of this phone. Sorry, I was grabbing something. So first, I'm gonna run down some specs on this. So this phone does have a 5.7-inch HD touchscreen display. Has a whopping 4,000 milliamp battery. You cannot remove the back. It's 3G/4G LTE Plus with 2020 CA and HPUE. That's very nice. A 1.4 gigahertz quad-core processor. Also 16 gigs of internal memory, 2 gigabytes of RAM. Android OS, which is Android 8.0. 13 megapixel main camera. So in the back, there's a 13 megapixel and 5 megapixel in the front. So now that we have those specs out of the box, or out of the way, should I say, let's get to the review. And I'll get in depth. It's going to be a real nice detailed review of this phone now that I have had it. So in the front, you do have your front facing flash right here, and your front facing camera. This is your 5 megapixel shooter. On the bottom, you do have your Motorola logo. It looks always nice. One thing I can say by holding this phone is I like the size of it. It's not too big. It's not, too small. It's nice size. 5.7 inches is quite a bit. So on the right side of the phone, you have your power button. Then you have your volume down and volume up, or your volume rockers, as you can see. On the left side, you don't have anything but your SIM card and SD card tray. Let me see if I can focus it. Yeah, there you go. On the bottom, you do have your charging port, so your micro charging port right there. Let's see if you can focus it. Not really. On the top, you do have your 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, so it's right up there. God, this phone's just so black that it's like hard to focus. But in the back, it is nice blue. Here we go, we have our Motorola logo, which acts as your fingerprint sensor as well, guys. Then here's your 13 megapixel rear facing camera with a flash. I do like the little design around the camera. It looks pretty cool. So let's test out that fingerprint scanner. And there you go. So let's test it out again. So 1, 2, 3. So it's definitely not the fastest fingerprint scanner or sensor that you're gonna see out there on the market. It does take a little bit, it's nothing like a Galaxy 9 or anything, but that's comparing apples to oranges, flagships to budget devices. This I could say it's definitely a budget device, but let's get into it. I do like the big clock right here. You can add your city, you have your Google, you have your Moto, and we'll get more into that. So first is calling. Calling, I would say, is very, very nice on this phone. So I already did a little bit of factory reset, so you guys don't see all the numbers. But overall, calling is nice, fast. So here we go, guys. Dialing on this is a breeze. There's no issues with it. It's just so fast. Then of course texting is fine as well. So texting on this phone, same thing, is very nice. So let me make sure there's no numbers on there that you shouldn't see. Alright, so here we go, guys. Sorry, I just have some contacts on there. Yeah, so I don't want you guys creeping on. So here we go. You do have your swipe. It's pretty cool. Funny, it says hacked. So high will be high. Then of course you have overall. It doesn't lag when you're, texting away. You do have your emojis. So here we go. Here they are. Then you do have your GIF, your guide, whatever people call it. But overall, it's nice. Just here's some of them, and it's just because it is 8.0, it does have some of the new emojis, and I really like that. It's pretty cool. So yes, you will have all that, guys. And I just like how Android's is more kind of bubbly. I don't know. It's just funny. Like, look at this guy here with a beard. It just looks nice overall. So texting won't be an issue at all. You can ask, we'll look for emojis. So let's do happy. And there you go. See, you can type in happy and it will pop up with the emoji that relates to that. From there, internet browsing is a breeze as well. So here we go. Just watching some anime. The one thing I do say with browsing though, sometimes it does tend to kind of seize up or lag a little bit. So I was watching Gundam. But look at that. Just sometimes you can feel like it's not as smooth as other phones. And it's weird. You really gotta have to play with this phone for it to do it sometimes. But as you can see, it's not as smooth going up and down. Maybe to the naked eye, it looks fine. But if you're gonna look something up, so it says 4.4 million iPhone users are suing Google over unlawful data collection. I don't know. So if your phone's, look at that, there's like a stutter right there. Especially if it's going real fast and it's like still loading, sometimes it will stutter. But it's not something that's going to be a deal breaker, guys. Let's do like a wiki page. Let's just do Megan Fox. I always do her for some reason. Let's see how we, oh shoot. Sorry for that, for hitting the camera. So here we go. So it's fine. But like I said, it's weird. Sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. So let's say you just gotta have to kind of play with it. But I have noticed that the phone overall sometimes does lag up. From there we have pictures. Pictures are very nice. The phone doesn't come with a dedicated gallery app. You have to use photos. So let's go ahead and play with the camera now. So here we go, guys. So this is the camera test right here. As you can see, it looks fine. It does look like it autofocuses. Now, through the viewfinder, the colors do look a little, not as saturated, I would say. It looks a little just dull. No vibrant colors or anything. Like, here's my nails. It does focus pretty well, so I do like that. As well, here's the front facing. Hi. So that's the front facing camera right there. It does have beauty mode, so face beauty auto. So it will kind of make you look like you have makeup on or something. It's weird. And then you can do manual, of course, and change. Like, there you go. It looks like I just have makeup on. So if you have like a lot of blemishes or marks on your face, it will help you out with that. It's very nice. It does have HDR mode. Now, this is something that a lot of people don't know. If you click right here, it's little squares, you do have video mode, so there's actually a slow-mo, guys. Not many people know that. And I'll do a little bit of video testing out for you guys in just a little bit. Same thing, video. I will shoot video and show you. So camera test coming up in 1, 2, 3, go. So this is the front facing camera video test. You can turn on your flash if you like, but I'm outside in daylight, so I don't really need it. But here it is, same place. At least from the viewfinder, it looks perfectly fine. So let's go ahead and see if this has any stabilization. I'm walking downstairs. As you can see, there's not direct sunlight towards me. It does kind of darken me out, so you have to have good lighting. But overall, it looks okay. So look at that. So that's the front-facing camera test, guys. Let's see how well it comes out. But overall, it looks okay. Alright guys, so this is a rear camera test right here. As you can see, it's recording at 1080 at 30 frames per second. You can see how, I guess, quick it autofocuses. So that's always really good. I do like that. It kind of blurs out the background just a little bit, but this is my backyard. My neighbors are over there. There's a pool over there. But overall, it looks just fine. I said it does take a little sec to autofocus, but it should have image stabilization, or at least some sort of stabilization. So let's go ahead and walk a little bit. Going down some stairs. Going to see some trees. Definitely, I mean, like I said, it's not the quickest camera, but overall it is nice. For a budget device, this phone's only $80 at Walmart. If not, it's $129 at Boost Mobile. There you go. You can see a little snail right here. So definitely the camera does look pretty good, guys. Especially if you're in good lighting, it looks perfectly fine. So let me know how well it stabilizes. I am just walking. Let's go ahead and do a little jogging. Not too bad, it's not too bad. So that was the video test, guys. It is pretty good, as you can see. Same thing, even when you're taking video, it does tend to lag up a little bit, but that's when you're recording 1080. Like I said, it's just small lags that, sometimes you don't even notice, but after using different phones, I do tend to notice things like that. And other reviewers have said the same thing, that the phone does tend to lag up, especially it will get hot. I was taking video, the video that you guys saw, and it was starting to heat up a little bit, but it wasn't anything like it was scorching hot, it just heats up. Now the slow-mo, as you guys saw as well, it records in low, like, I don't even know if it's like 480p or something, but it looks really grainy, at least from the viewfinder, but we'll know once I put up the video. But just looking through the viewfinder, it didn't look the best quality. And another thing with that is you have to have really good lighting, guys. If you do try to do this inside, it will just be so dark you can't even see it. So, but overall, video does tend to look nice. Other reviewers have said they have trouble with the camera not, when you take a picture, I have noticed that it does take a little bit for it to kind of render the image. So if you move it too fast, it might blur it out. And I know that issue happened the same thing to Mr. Aloha Android. But overall, it sucks when it happens. Here's the FM radio right there, so it's pretty cool. I do like that Motorola offers that. So you just put in, so headphones. It says headphones are unplugged. Your headphone acts as an antenna to enhance your experience. If you want to listen to another device, choose the options below. It's pretty cool. Let's see what actually comes with the phone. Some apps I already downloaded, like Best Buy and Amazon, all that stuff. The camera, the clock comes, the duos. What I really like about is the Dolby Audio. I think that's very cool that it comes with the phone. Very, very nice. Does come with Lookout, so your phone definitely wants to make sure it's nice and secure. Once we scroll down to the quick kind of menus and stuff, you do have your battery saver, your Adobe Audio, scroll down menu, should I say, Wi-Fi calling, but Boost Mobile doesn't offer Wi-Fi calling. Do not disturb, flashlight, of course, auto rotate, Bluetooth, and airplane mode. So let's go into the settings of the phone, into more in it. So of course, here's the settings. You have your network, internet, connected devices, apps and notifications, your battery. So it's supposedly have about 4 days left. So as you can see, it's just so far. And there's just some specs on there if you want to take a look at it. It does have power saving mode, of course. So screen usage since full charge was 1 hour and 50 minutes. Battery percentage, I do like seeing that. Adaptive brightness, sleep, and apps using full charge. It's basically Chrome is the one that's eating at my battery the most. Then you have your display, so color mode, you can change your color mode, standard, vibrant. I like vibrant, it just looks a lot better. So I like that you can change all that stuff. It's pretty cool. Wallpaper, advanced, you can go to sleep, how long it'll take for the screen to go off without you playing with it or touching it. Font size, so for people that can't really see. Screen saver, you can change it. You can have the clock, colors, or a photo. That's pretty cool. Sound, so same thing. It's just regular sound, Dolby Audio, so it's good for the music. And then you can do like the equalizer and all that stuff. But I really don't play much with it, so got it. So there's for gaming, it's pretty cool. I like it for gaming, voice, all that stuff. So that's pretty cool, guys. If you really want a review on it, I can go deeper into it. Some people don't like the touch sounds. I disabled some of it. So when you're clicking, I don't like to have clicking noise. Storage, that's another thing now. You do get about, it uses up 6 point something gigabytes. But it does have storage manager, so it removes photos and videos over 90 days old if you're really struggling with space. I really like that. You can also free up some space. Infrequent use apps, so it'll tell you all the apps that you haven't used in a long time. It'll say, hey, delete these. Photos, of course, I almost have a gig of it. It's 670 megabytes so far, 0.67 gigabytes. Music, nothing. Games, 2.3 gigs, and that's from doing the gaming tests. Other apps, files, system, so the system actually uses 5.4, so you actually have a little bit more than most phones. You should have about 10.6 gigs in the phone to use, so it's not too bad, guys. Security and location, of course. You can do a fingerprint. That's what I really like about this phone, is it does have fingerprint scanner, and that M right there is where the finger goes. And I like how indented it is, so you can find it real quick while trying to touch it. There's of course smart lock. So smart lock, let me make sure, let me put my security code in there. So what is smart lock? Keep your device unlocked when it's safe with you. So when it's not with you, smart lock can do this by recognizing signals like when your device is in your pocket or near your home. So it's pretty cool, guys. Trusted faces, so you can set up facial recognition, which let's go ahead and see. Wow, so this phone actually has facial recognition. Wow. So to unlock your phone, just turn your screen and look at the camera. Pretty cool, guys. I didn't even know that. I just did that right now. Oh, wow. Okay, so we're supposed to do, when it recognizes you, you just swipe up and it will unlock. Wow. So it does have facial recognition. That's pretty cool, guys. I didn't even know it had that. Wow, that's nice. It's always good to play with that, and that's mainly what high-end phones have. So this is a nice little budget device. It has facial recognition. So it's under security and location. Of course, you have accessibility and all that stuff. Let's see what Android version we're under. So as you can see, it is 8.0.0. So it is the newest. Of course, now 9 is out, but that's for like notes and all that stuff. So there we go, guys. Android security patch last time was March 1st, 2018. There's a build number and all that stuff. So yeah, it's pretty cool, guys. Of course, you can reset it and all that stuff. Now let's get into gaming, which I already did a gaming review, so I'm just put some of the clips in it. Now, it looks like the frames do drop quite a bit when there's action involved, but as you can see here, there's not much. It can play perfectly fine. Just lower that a little bit. So you see, just normal play without any action, it looks perfectly fine. Or something, this would be a lot easier. But definitely it's not as smooth as I would like to play these kind of games. Found some sunglasses. But overall, yes, you can play this game. You should be fine. Like I said, I got 1 out of 100 yesterday, so that tells you, yes, you can play this game and win too. For phones and stuff, so it'll do perfect. Oh my god. Sucker! Look at that. So you can see, even when I'm aiming, sometimes there's a little bit of lag, and I do not like that whatsoever. I feel it's just, for these kind of games, like I said, you want to be quick. Oh, sorry. There we go. So there it is. There's Temple Run. So, like I said, like 2 gigs of RAM, it's definitely enough. Now for all these high-end gaming games, you need at least 3 gigs of RAM. There's a game called Paladin Strike that I play a lot, and that game requires 3 gigs of RAM, especially for those fast-paced games. You need at least 3 gigs. 3 to 4 is recommended if you want buttery smooth gaming. Anything with 2, you can play it, but it will be laggy. Don't even try anything with 1 gig of RAM. You're not gonna have a good time, man. So as you can see, guys, the phone is pretty good. Some of the higher end games definitely do lag, but you can definitely play PUBG in low settings. Modern Combat 5 is just it's too much action for it. There's drop frames and all that stuff, but this is gonna be a phone for, like I said in the review, for somebody like a kid or something that just wants to play Temple Run. They're not into high-end graphic demanding games. You should be fine. Perfectly fine. I like having the big screen so they can watch YouTube videos and all that stuff. Another thing with this phone is I really like that the speaker's in the front, guys. It's not in the back or in the bottom or anything like that. It's in the front. So let's test that out. So let's go to just hear a YouTube video. So let's just do copyright free music, for example, and then we'll turn it up a little bit. Here we go. Last Heroes. Turn up all the volume. And thanks to that Dolby Audio, it really helps. So as you can see, guys, it is pretty loud. It's not the loudest speaker, but if you're playing games or watching YouTube videos, especially because the volume's coming from the front, it's going to sound nice. Now, if you're in a really loud environment, it might be a little harder to hear just because the speaker's not so loud. But if you're just here chilling, at school or in your house and listening to music or watching videos, it will be perfectly fine, guys. That is something that I really give props to this phone, is that front-facing speaker. I like that a lot. So this is my review on it. Would I say pick it up for $80? Yes. For $130 that Boost Mobile's website selling for? No. Especially because it does have turbocharging. The battery is really nice. It's 4,000 milliamp, so it will last you almost all day, just depending on how heavily you use it. Um, the phone, the things I didn't like about it was just it would lag. You know, it's 2 gigs of RAM. It should be enough to power this phone, but I think just because the screen's so big, when you're trying to load something, it does try to take a little longer to load all that stuff, and that's what causes the lag. The phone does tend to heat up a little bit if you're heavily using it, like if you're playing games too much or taking video in 1080 for a long time, it will start heating up the phone. But overall, I would say for $80, guys, and this beautiful design, I would definitely say pick it up if you don't mind too much lag, and if you're not going to play heavy induced games, you will be perfectly fine. This is a good gift for a loved one, so definitely pick it up, guys. I would say pick it up. If you can get it for free, it would even be better with a port in through Boost Mobile. But I think they would do the same thing, price at $80. I found this phone at Walmart for $80, and it was pretty hard to get. But overall, like I said, the phone is nice, guys. I really like the big screen for watching videos and all that stuff. So, and it's a beautiful design. If you like this phone and just want a beefier version, you can get the unlocked version of this phone and use it on Boost Mobile service. So that is pretty cool. So thank you for watching, guys. Please comment, rate, subscribe. Hopefully this video was not too long, but I like doing these kind of reviews. So thank you.
I went from sleeping on the couch when I started grinding every day. I couldn't wait till I got my own apartment.